All right, welcome to the Unique Diamond Boutique, and we're here today with Julia and with Chris, and they have just finished this process of shopping for Julia's beautiful ring, and also looking for a band as well for Chris. Can you tell us a little bit about your experience? I understand that, Julia, you kind of started the shopping experience, and you're a gal who knows what you want. So that made the process, I'm sure, both fun and challenging for you. Can you tell us a little bit about how your shopping experience went?
For sure. So I knew from looking at catalogs, from looking at brochures, from looking at pictures online. I did a lot of homework. I did a lot of research, and I found the ring that I wanted. And it was a Tiffany's ring. It was a Tiffany Lucida, and I knew that that was not in our budget. A Tiffany's ring, just as elegant as they are and as wonderful as they're not in the budget. But I wanted a ring that looked like the Tiffany ring. So I went looking with the picture to different jewelry stores, looking for this setting, looking for the elegant swoop of the cathedral setting, looking for the thick band, looking for the specific setting, the specific band, the specific diamond. And I really wasn't happy with what I found. I found a lot of very harsh lines, a lot of very geometric, the traditional solitaire setting, and I knew that that's not what I wanted. So store after store, I would do that, and I went to, the last store that I went to before I found Chris was a jewelry store, and they kept trying to sell me on settings that I told them specifically I didn't want. I didn't want harsh lines, I didn't want a thin band, I didn't want this harsh geometric line, and they kept trying to sell me on this band, and I thank you, and I left. And so I figured out finally through Googling that I could design my own ring. So I found Chris in Winter Park, and I watched a video online, and I looked at some of the rings that he had designed before, and so that's when I called Chris. And the funny thing was, so I call Chris, and I call the Unique Diamond Boutique, and the lady answers the phone, and she tells me the process, and this is how they sit down with the guest, and that the owner, Christopher Roberts, will sit down with the guest. And I said, oh no, really? His name is Christopher Roberts? That's funny, because my husband-to-be is Christopher Roberts. So I knew that it was a must-have. It was a godsend, so that was pretty funny.
It's meant to be. It's meant to be.
Well, that's great. That's great. And it sounds like then once you got here, then just it was the ability to customize it to be exactly what you wanted that made you not feel like you had to kind of settle for what the person at the store wanted to sell you or what they had, but you were able to get the lines and so forth that you wanted. That's wonderful.
And Christopher, he took a really considerable amount of time to sit and check and make sure that this was exactly what I wanted. It's a very simple band, but it's a very simple band that I couldn't find anywhere. And he said, "Let me play with my software. Let me show you all the things that I can do with it." And I just knew what I wanted. I knew that he's like, "Are you sure that this? Are you sure that this is how you want the band to look? Are you sure?" And he adjusted thicker and smaller. I'm like, "Yep, that's exactly the thickness of the band that I want." And so we went through all of the options, and we found the option that I wanted.
Sure. And the first time you came in, you came in with your girlfriends, right? So you got their feedback and everything. Okay.
All teamwork.
That's good. And then now, this was a challenge because she knew exactly what you wanted. And Chris, when you got involved in the process, you had to tell us how that went for you when you came in and saw Chris.
So I came in and I met with Chris, and immediately I knew it was going to be a good relationship, having the same name. Like, well, this is going to be an easy task. So
meant to be.
Came in with one of her girlfriends, and because she had the ring kind of already picked out and designed. So I came in to look at the ring. Kind of customize the wedding band as well. Pick out the diamond. The diamond selection was really unique to actually get to sit down, look at the various different diamonds, to learn what the diamond's cut and clarity meant and how does it rated, and seeing the different the tools that he uses to do so. So it was pretty unique to get to see that. I had no idea what I was doing. I feel like I'm a little more educated on diamonds now. A lot more educated than on diamonds now, and then getting to pick the diamond that I knew she wanted, and then hearing the whole process of how that was going to be created, and then also just getting to pick an engraving to put on the ring as well, which meant something to us. So it was pretty unique, definitely unique. I've never experienced that even in my past going into a jeweler. It feels different. This is a lot more I don't know, 101. You feel like you're in a special ed classroom with 5 other students. but it's a lot more attention and a little
Sure.
different situation.
And
Sure.
I really liked that we're sitting in a room and we have a vast selection of diamonds for me to look at, and it was very personal. I'm not standing on the other side of a display cabinet,
Right.
and they're not pulling out a ring one by one, and then I have to ask, well, can I look at this ring? Can I look at? And I don't feel like at a traditional jewelry store, I feel like I'm bothering the person, like they.
Yeah,
You know,
kinda
they're always
see that
looking
one,
around
kinda
to see
see
who
that
else
one,
is
yeah.
in the store that they can help if I'm not a serious customer.
Yeah.
And here you get the personal attention of a private room with a private selection of rings that you can try on as many as you want to. And
It's your appointment, it's your time, and we're here to serve you, kind of thing. That's
Absolutely.
great. Well, it sounds like it was a big deal for you guys, kind of in terms of the romance of it, that like if you know what you want and you're looking for a particular thing, it's would you say it was kind of a romantic experience that you, Julia, got to get exactly what you wanted, but you didn't have to have Chris next to you telling him this is what I want, but instead all you have to do is save the settings, then he comes in, he can work from the settings that you've chosen.
Yeah.
And he can kind of make it a surprise, but yet still working from the data, so to speak, the specifications that you prepared for the ring. That was a big deal?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
a very big deal.
And then I could keep it a surprise too,
Yes.
that she didn't know that I was coming back when I was coming back to get it.
Sure.
So to her, the suspense has always been there, and I know she's been thinking about it and thinking about it. And so finally, all I had to do was come get it and then show up one day on a date.
And in fact, you shared with us before that it was the day you got it because you were afraid if you had it, it was
You
not
can't
going to stay a
keep a
secret.
secret.
I don't know about
And
normal
it's-
guys, but I myself, I can't keep a secret, and it's
And a
too
secret
hard.
this big.
Yeah, that's a big secret sitting
It's a
in your
big secret
pocket
to
right
keep,
there.
yeah.
So I would be too antsy all the time. So the day I bought the ring, 2 hours later, I proposed to her.
That's
And it was
wonderful.
exciting.
That's wonderful. Well, you guys have sure been a pleasure to work with. We've loved having you around and
you.
sharing your story, and we wish you lots of happiness. So thanks for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you.